Institute where she was a favorite of Philip Lopez. That's what she wrote right there. It must be true.
Not a favorite.
She's written for Film and Music Forum as Smokey Lanark and is currently working on her memoir. So Amanda Fletcher, please.
Can't totally nervous, so just so we know that.
Virgin!
Yay, that's me. It's been a long time since I've heard that. Okay, so this is a section from the memoir. If I'm going too fast, please tell me.
What's the title of the memoir?
The memoir is called Halo, Crowning of a Marginal Life. It's a story of breaking my neck and my recovery, emotionally and physically, from the accident. So this chapter is called Where is Fancy Bread? In the Heart or in the Head? I've always been a fan of the fantastical. Spectacles are spectacular. That's why I love strippers. Pole dancers, go-go boys, women who are welders by day and exotic dancers at night, bartenders who breathe fire, my boyfriend Michael, chitty chitty bang bang, my friend Andy. Andy Sherbert was a gay porn star. I don't know where Mike met him, but it could have been anywhere. Mike was like that. He was a collector of the fabulously glamorous, the tragically flawed. Andy was one of those gays who said things like, "Oh, sweetie," and "darling," and crossed his legs and flicked his hand around in front of his own face. He was blonde and slight, and his mom was a whore in Arkansas. He grew up in a trailer. I scraped by with babysitting gigs and odd jobs, mostly the jobs we call blow. Andy was HIV positive. He lived with his boyfriend Charlie. Charlie had AIDS. We used to buy growth hormone from Andy for $400 a box. Andy was my candy apple in a concrete maze. My days working at the bike shop were boring. Andy was a sparkler of a diversion. He was the kind of friend I wanted to be pulled along by without actually being, like touching a star with an outstretched hand from a helium balloon. So it's a Friday, and I'm going to lunch with Andy Sherbert. He's meeting me at a California cuisine restaurant in the parking lot of a luxury mall in Newport. The malls in Orange County are like country clubs, where the valets for Macy's and Saks fight over who's going to park the Bentley Continental GT and who gets the pearl gray Lamborghini Countach. The restaurant is bleached white in the sun, Mediterranean. "Hey, darling, look at you," kiss on the cheek. He's already seated and smoking on the patio. This is almost 10 years ago. I'm wearing pale colors, heels. I'm wearing Orange County. Having lunch in a parking lot restaurant means something different in Bell Gardens. It means Tom's Burgers, Mexican-American $1.25 tacos, tuna melts, chicken teriyaki with horchata, hand paintings of ceviche on the walls where the shrimp are smiling. The other stores are the everything is a 98 cents or less, and the Milpas Meat Market, where we get the carne asada meat, and we see the girls from the Oriental Massage in heels and anything you want, hot pants at 10 in the morning on a Monday. "Hey, Andy, check me out. I was so excited to see you. I wore heels in the daytime." "Girl, you are living on the edge." Mike and I, we do the South Coast on the weekends, lazy drives from Bell Gardens to Seal Beach and up to Laguna, so it's not like I don't get to see how the other half lives. How Judy Berg wants to live, always trying to get Jim to sell the house in Downey and move to the beach by all of her friends in the Assistants League. He's not having it. Traffic on the 405 is a bitch, and the crane yard is just up the street from the bike shop in Bell Gardens. I order a portobello mushroom steak. It's a vegetarian dish that looks like a manhole cover and has a stale, musty taste. Normally, I love mushrooms. This has got to be the ugliest thing on a plate I have ever seen. It reminds me of the mole I ordered in Acapulco on spring break. It looks like the bottom of a lake. "Well, darling, you don't have to eat it." Andy smokes through the whole meal, fork in one hand, lit cigarette in the other, mouthful, drag, repeat. It's not helping. "I feel like I'm going to throw up," I say. "That's exactly what I'm going to do when we get back to my place. I'm going out tonight. I can't have these calories." Wait, did he just say that? Are you serious? Potatoes? I can't digest potatoes. Come on. Wait, do you do that a lot? And he deflects with, "Well, don't you?" I haven't told anyone about it since college. Mike suspects, has caught me standing on the other side of the bathroom door. "What are you doing? Are you throwing up in there? Why are you throwing up?" "I don't know. I just didn't feel good. I got sick." I tell Andy. I tell him yes, sometimes. I tell him about the dieting, and we talk about food. And I tell him about my family, my mother, my uncle, my aunt, the dead and the murderers. I throw it up all over him. And of course he understands. Well, you already know about my mama. His mama is a whore in Arkansas. His daddy was a trick. He throws up after he eats. He loves George Michael. I think we are soulmates. Andy wants to show me his place, so I follow him there after lunch. He and Charlie live in a 2-bedroom condo in Costa Mesa, 20 minutes from the beach. Their apartment is a magazine layout of a place. Shades of white, pale gray, and slate, muted and masculine. I see the tiny white tiles on the walls in the bathroom just before Andy closes the door. Our apartment, me and Mike, has black walls and gray industrial carpet shot through with silver, bronze, and gold. Our bathroom has a diamond plate floor that stabs my bare feet. The porcelain fixtures are finished in a high-gloss automotive paint, also bronze. I look at the photographs of Andy with Charlie while I listen to him retching. I notice the curved chrome lamps, and I hear the water in the sink when he brushes his teeth. I am convincing myself that we are artists. This is not the kind of place I want to live in when Andy comes up behind me. Okay, Blondie, your turn. And I feel like it's a test. Your first cigarette, drink, kiss. Are you making fun of me, Riz? It's so private, but now he's vulnerable, so I should be too, and even if I am not really sure, I do it anyway. 2 fingers of my right hand down my throat, hunks of that mushroom, my finger for a toothbrush, a swish of mouthwash. Now we are blood brothers. Or something. When I come out, Andy is holding a baggie between his thumb and his finger, dipping the end of the key into it. Do you want a bump before you go? Sniff, dip, sniff. No. I think I'm good, thanks. Honey, are you sure? You know this stuff takes away my appetite for days. And the heavens part and the hallelujah angels start singing. It will make me not eat. Nothing makes me not eat. The food is taking over. I'm throwing up in the shower, in the bathroom, at the Clos du Bois wine tasting with Jim and Judy. In the plastic bag the Jack in the Box comes in. Okay, I say, I'll try it. What do I do? Hold one side closed. He is dipping the key back into the baggie. And when I say go, breathe in really fast and hard through the other side. Do I keep my mouth open or closed? Closed, honey. You're making this more complicated than it needs to be. Are you ready? Okay, go. I see the key out of the bottom of my eye and I'm frozen, waiting, afraid to move, afraid the current created by my body will scatter the powder on the end of the key, afraid I will breathe out instead of in. I know enough about drugs to know that this is an amateur move. I'm not afraid of the once addicted, sell your body, sell your baby, and all of it. The moment when I'm about to do my first bump is an obnoxious one. I wonder if this is why people pull the trigger on a loaded gun. Because they can't imagine anything really happening on the other side of just a moment. I feel the weight of the key under my nose, see Andy's hand. Go, he says. Stick a lit sparkler up your nose. Holy shit, it burns. My eyes are watering, my face feels filleted. Don't worry, darling, in a jiff you'll be right as rain. And off he goes to open the mail or see what's on Oprah or something, and I'm standing there waiting. It happens fast. In minutes, my sinuses are clear and my brain has been Windexed. I believe I can fly. My heart feels like a flower blooming in my chest. My spine like the stem unfurling. I believe I can touch the sky. I am the bean sprouting in the accelerated time video as the sun goes around the earth again and again in seconds. I am Glenn Close emerging from the bathtub and Uma Thurman after the adrenaline shot. I feel taller, full of potential. I wonder if this is what I would always feel like if I had never seen my mother's dead body. I feel like the 3rd grader who still wanted to be a teacher instead of the 5th grader who already wanted to be a model. I'm an early page in the school day treasure album written in my mother's handwriting. How you doing, honey? I notice Andy's busy work is probably an attempt to get me to leave. Good. I'm good. I feel great, actually. I think my eyesight is even better. That's because your pupils are the size of dimes. I look in the bathroom mirror. He's right. I can see every pore on my face. Not good. Okay, well, thanks for everything. Lunch was great. I'm so glad we could hang out. And in my head, I'm thinking, and share our most intimate thoughts and feelings and do drugs, as I said I would never do. But really, at this moment, I'm glad, calm, happy. This was productive. On the way out, Andy gives me the double kiss on the cheek and my own tiny glassine envelope. It's not much, baby, but I'll pick you up when you need it. Thanks, Andy. I love you. Love you back. On the drive home, I can feel my hair growing. Particles of sand stick to my skin through the open window. The sun's so bright I'm wearing my sunglasses and have the shade flipped down. Rounding the bend on Superior Avenue down to PCH is like finding out the earth, the ocean, the sky are even bigger than I imagined, but I can see more of them. The water is alive and I can smell it. The sun on the waves sucks my breath, matches my heartbeat. There is music and I am singing Got You Where I Want You because all I ever wanted was to live in California, and here I am on Pacific Coast Highway, to Seal Beach and then the 605, to the 5, and everything just feels right. Thank you.
Yay!